Well, hello there everybody. I know I'm a bit late, but this video took so long to make, since I wanted to wait until all the demo performances were out. That meant I had to watch over 4 hours of content, write this script and then edit. I won't lie, this video is gonna be a bit chaotic, but I'll do my best to summarize my thoughts on the first 2 episodes, including, but not limited to, the performances, editing, scandals, and overall concept of the show. Okay, let's just get started. So for those who don't know, Girls Planet 999 is basically a new season of produce, but due to Mnet being shady mother truckers, they couldn't technically call it that since the produce series is now tainted in scandal. There are 99 trainees, 33 Korean, 33 Japanese and 33 Chinese, all competing for a place in the final group, which will consist of 9 members. Episode 1 spent most of its 2.5-hour runtime on the demo performances. These are basically performances for the judges and audience to get an idea of the skills of each trainee. Visual killer, Rumour. Shen Zhaoyiting was definitely the best in the group. Vocals were decent, it's just a shame the main vocalist couldn't pull off the high note at the end. Overall a solid performance, and well done to them for going first, because that must be so nerve-wracking. Glowing Crystal Girls, fancy. First of all, loved the energy of this group. Vocals were a bit up and down, there were some good parts and some not so good parts. Urina definitely stood out to me, and I thought Ririka did a pretty good job on vocals too. Soft Bean Rice Cake, Black Mamba. They had a really strong start, with stable clear vocals. However, towards the end they definitely seemed to tire and lose a bit of synchronization in the dance. It's also a real shame Shihyun couldn't get the high note quite right, because she was super stable throughout the rest of the performance. The whole group's charisma and stage presence was great all the way through the performance. Hot sauce, kick it. Well, that sure woke me up. I don't have much to say other than that was actually amazing. Both girls really shined in this performance and were really stable with lots of charisma. Dumdi Dumdi. This was an alright stage. The vocals were really clear and stable, however I felt only the girl with the braids had good energy. Which was surprising honestly, because I expected a lot more from the ex-JYP trainee, but she seemed a bit lacking in charisma. Then they kind of skipped through a bunch of the J group performances, but they all seemed to be pretty good, with good stage presence, dancing and stable vocals. Burn Crush, Boombayah. Wow, this was another really great performance. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I was actually more impressed by Shanna than by Hikaru. And I actually preferred that other girl's rapping to Hikaru's. However, Hikaru does have amazing stage presence and she seems like a really good dancer. Shooting Star, Pop Stars. Another great performance. I really enjoyed their energy and each member brought something to the performance. However, I didn't agree with the judges' pick for this one and would have gone with Yeyoung, whose vocals really stood out to me, especially the ad-libs. Monster Babies, Crazy. Wow. Words have escaped me. That really surprised me. I was very curious how they'd pull it off since they are all so cute, but they brought their own vibe to it and slayed the whole performance. Literally every one of them was amazing, had great stage presence, and was super stable. The twins, Hmph. Well, that was a hot mess in the best way possible. Can't say it was a good performance, but it was certainly entertaining. Palette Girls, Wannabe. Well, they tried, bless them. Twinkle. The second-hand embarrassment I got from that performance was immense. Then it skips through some C group performances that look, in all honesty, terrible. The Real Fierce Sisters, Helicopter. This was a pretty good performance, not going to lie. Kai Bing's charisma definitely stood out to me and the whole group had a pretty good presence too. And although I'm not a fan of Fu Yanning's attitude, I will admit she's a pretty decent rapper. This was not, however, better than the original. Joker, Gogobebe. Amazing vocals, and I loved the energy they brought to the performance. Rihanna definitely seems like she could be a powerhouse vocalist in the competition. Sweet and Innocent 18 Girls, Mr. Chu. I think the girls were all a bit nervous, and that nervousness got to them and affected their performance. I agree with the judges that they all have potential, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for Boombayah. Fireworks. Wow thing. Wow indeed. It was amazing. Vocals were amazing. Dancing was amazing. Rapping was amazing. Stage presence was amazing. I literally have nothing else to say but that was amazing lol. Surichi. Snapping. Another great performance. She's definitely an ace. I don't really have much to say other than it was really good. Suman. Paradise Lost. She's literally the reason I'm watching this show, and she did not disappoint. As someone who helps Bandit, I'm in two minds about her joining this show. But since it seems MNH can't do their jobs, I'm hoping this will bring only good things for Bandit in the future. As for the performance, it was amazing. She was super stable, had great stage presence, and an amazing dance. And finally Eugene, performing Bubble Bop. It was a good performance. She had great energy and it really seemed like she was just having fun doing what she does best. I felt so bad for her when she said she didn't get complimented much, like besties about to break my heart here. Just very glad she's a top 9 candidate. Then it skips through a bunch more performances, which was kind of annoying, so I might check them out in my own time, and watch the full versions of the performances I enjoyed the most. Fu Yanning. Okay, so if you don't know, she kind of went a bit viral recently for dissing CLC's Eugene, so I'm gonna give my thoughts on the situation and Fu Yanning herself. First off, I don't hate her, but I can't say I liked her either. She seems to be a decent rapper with good stage presence, however girls got a terrible attitude. Like, please go touch some grass. I don't know if she thinks she's being cool, but she just comes across as very rude. Like, yes, this is a competition, but putting down other trainees isn't gonna suddenly make you more talented. I think she needs to learn the difference between confidence and arrogance. I mean, she really said their performance of Helicopter was gonna be better than the original. Yikes. It's okay to be confident and say you're gonna put on an amazing performance without trying to diss the original. We're only 2 episodes in, so hopefully she cleans up her act later on. Also, someone save Shanna from her cell. My girl deserves better. Okay, so here are some of my overall thoughts on the first 2 episodes and the show itself. So far it seems like it's gonna be another typical survival show, pretty similar to the Produce series. The concept's nothing super crazy or original. I like that the show's giving the lesser known contestants time to shine too, not just the already popular ones. I don't know if it's just me, but the show definitely seems to be favoring the Korean trainees, which I suppose is to be expected. I've noticed this mainly through the editing, where K-groups are constantly mentioned being amazing and people getting excited for the K-units. This might also just be me looking too deeply into things lol. I pretty much always agreed with what the judges said in their picks. There was only a few times where I disagreed with their choice of top 9 candidate. I'm also happy with their current top 9 choices. My favorite part of the 2 episodes was actually the fun little mission they did in episode 2, where they had to find their cellmates' baby pictures. I just love the parts where we get to see everyone's personalities. I just find it fun. Overall, the show's been okay so far, but the next round looks like it's really gonna spice the show up. Here are my favorite demo performances. And finally, my current top 9. Shanna, Hikaru, Suman, Eugene, Rihanna, Surichi, Yeonjun, Hmph, and Yeong. These aren't really in any order because I couldn't decide on one lol. That's all for today, guys. I'll do another video once all the performances from the next round are out, but for now please let me know your thoughts on all I've talked about, and who your top 9 candidates are right now. Bye.
Hello, this is the one.